exhibited in course of the 2 days engagements. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending the warmest of welcome to our chief guest, the former Prime Minister, also the Chair of the CPN UML, Honorable KP Sharma Oli. Accompanied by the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, Honorable Narayan Kaji Shrestha. We are indeed highly indebted to the high dignitaries with their very, very valued presence amidst the very, very closing moments here at the Nepal Investment Summit 2024. May I request our high dignitaries to kindly grace us up on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, let us join our hands as we welcome our chief guest, the former Prime Minister, Honorable KP Sharma Oli. May I invite the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Mr. Narayan Kaji Shrestha, to kindly chair the closing ceremony. May I invite the Honorable Minister for Industry, Commerce and Supply, Honorable Damodar Bhandari, up on stage, please. I also request the CEO of the Office of the Investment Board of Nepal, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, to kindly join our high dignitaries up on stage. May I invite the Honorable Industry Minister, Honorable Damodar Bhandari, to join us here on the dais. Thank you so much, honorable dignitaries. What are we waiting for? Thank you so much, high dignitaries, distinguished guests. Namaste one more time, and a very, very good evening to our high dignitaries and to each and everyone present here. We are most delighted, in fact elated, to finally converge under this roof for the very, very concluding formality of this jamboree, which Nepal had very long ago looked forward to. It's taken months of hard work and so many pre-summit engagements. And finally, we feel we have arrived with a lot to take away and build up on in the days ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing ceremony of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024. Delighted we are, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, to have the very gracious presence of the Honorable Deputy Prime Ministers, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MPs, former Ministers, the Chief Secretary of the Government of Nepal, high officials of the government, their excellencies, distinguished heads of the delegations and delegates. It's such an overwhelming number, 2,000 plus delegates from over 55 countries. We could not be happier. And yes, our warm welcome to the heads of the international missions and agencies, heads of the private sector, representatives, of course, representatives of and from the stakeholder community, experts, academia, members from the press, all our esteemed invitees, ladies and gentlemen. I stand tall, proud, reaping all the outcomes from the so many engagements under this roof in the 2 days that we've been here. I'm Shivani Thapa Bosnath, news editor with Nepal Television, privileged to be a part of this great endeavor. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed a great display, of course, of Nepal's economic state of affairs and prospects, and the unwavering commitment of the global investors who are amidst us here. All reflected in your overwhelming presence with us here in the heart of our nation, Kathmandu, and marked by the insightful discussions, fruitful negotiations, and forging strategic partnerships, or even by laying the grounds and connects for the same. As global realities evolve, ladies and gentlemen, approaches an application shift, and it is becoming important for us all on both the sides to explore the unventured and track the potentials. So in this very essence, the object of this convergence was to draw the attention and add clarity to your understandings and towards the potential and prospects we hold. So we are so upbeat and are very much looking forward to share with you the major outcomes of this event. And without further ado, may I invite to the podium for the announcements of the outcome of the Investment Summit, the Member Secretary of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 Steering Committee and CEO of the Investment Board of Nepal, Mr. Sushil Bhatta.
Honorable former Prime Minister, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Honorable Minister, Industry Supplies and Commerce, Excellencies, high-level dignitaries, valued developers and investors, representatives from diplomatic mission, development partners, multilateral development banks, DFIs, IFIs, BFIs and officials from Government of Nepal and friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. Very good evening, and it is with great enthusiasm that I stand before you today to announce the outcomes of this impactful third Nepal Investment Summit 2024. I would like to thank all the distinguished guests, participants and delegates for your meaningful participation in making this event a grand success. And I would like to extend my warm gratitude to Honorable former Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli Ji for gracing this closing ceremony and adding immense value to Nepal's commitment for fostering business climate in Nepal. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed an incredible exchange of ideas, insights and opportunities reflecting the unwavering commitment of all stakeholders towards advancing Nepal's economic prosperity. The summit inaugurated by Right Honorable Prime Minister with special address demonstrated Nepal's unwavering commitment to fostering investment climate and enabling business environment in Nepal. Further, the gracious presence and the address by the leader of the opposition party and former Prime Minister, Honorable Sher Bahadur Deuba, at the inaugural session is the demonstration of the national consensus of the political parties for advancing economic reform and mobilizing foreign direct investment for Nepal's economic prosperity. The insightful address by the government delegates from our friendly countries, prominent leaders from international organizations, development agencies, private sector and financial institutions have reinforced Nepal's lucrative investment potential, creating a conducive and competitive environment crucial for fostering investments. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am immensely proud to share the following outcome of the summit. We have received overwhelming interest from business entrepreneurs and investors on projects that we have showcased from around the world, and we welcomed over 2,500 guests, including more than 800 international guests. We have been able to present Nepal as a preferred investment destination by showcasing our priority and potential projects in sectors such as energy, ICT, tourism, and infrastructure, among others, with the very instrument of marketing like sectoral profiles and 2 pages of project, and we have even called for showcasing for expression of interest. And we showcased 152 projects, out of which 19 projects are for EOI, and 9 for market sounding, and others projects are in different sector which are on ideation stage. But we do have to also agree there are a lot of repository of projects that the private sector themselves have, and they are capable. They have ideated those projects, credible study done, and a lot of preparatory works, readiness works done, but they, in pursuit of garnering some resource or for finding partners, this very summit had been a very effective platform for B2B linkage, and we have done from our best to foster B2B linkages as well. And the summit witnessed the event meet the Prime Minister, where over a dozen meetings took place with Right Honorable Prime Minister. Delegations from China, India, Kuwait, UAE, UK, and USA, including the World Bank Group, to name a few, discussed areas of cooperation and expressed their interest in exploring investment opportunities in Nepal, acknowledging Nepal as an attractive investment destination and expressed their commitment to support Nepal's sustainable development initiative. The summit witnessed the signing of more than a dozen of MOUs deals, including MOUs between World Association of PPP, WAP, and National Association of PPP professionals and practitioners for advancing PPP in Nepal. More than 30 foreign delegations held separate meetings with honorable ministers of different line ministries, including Honorable Minister of Industry, Commerce and Supplies, because Department of Industry is another prominent investment promotion agency which falls under that very respective line agency. And more than 30 foreign delegations held separate meetings with honorable ministers of different line ministries. The summit, featuring 12 parallel sessions, highlighted different potential investment sectors from renewable energy to ICT, providing attendees with a comprehensive understanding of Nepal's sectoral priorities and opportunities. Each sector was thoroughly scrutinized, every potential avenues explored, all with singular objective to unlock the immense potential of our nation and foster a conducive investment and business environment. An important session on leveraging PPP for infrastructure and service sector development has been addressed by PPP professionals from WAP and World Association of Investment Promotion Agency, Nepalese high-level government officials, and national PPP practitioners. The deliberations at the session demonstrated Nepal's investment landscape and identified diverse business opportunities, including prior focus on the lucrative sectors, and presented Nepal's abundant potential at the international market required for creating conducive investment environment. Ladies and gentlemen, in the view of persistent interest and request from international and domestic investors for reform in investment legislations and the government's long-time commitment to addressing their concern, the Government of Nepal amended investment-related acts, including Public-Private Partnership and Investment Act, at the outset of Nepal Investment Summit 2024. And today I am proud to declare that Nepal Investment Summit 2024 has not only been a platform for dialogue, but a catalyst for action. Learning from the global best practices, we continuously strive to enhance our effectiveness as a catalyst for climate investment ecosystems. Our aim through this summit was to attract investment in abundant potential available in Nepal for global investment community by showcasing not only the potential, but also demonstrating the improved investment environment. And I believe we have achieved it. And I'm sure we'd be receiving very, very attractive proposals from all potential serious capable proponents or our valued prospective investors. And to our distinguished foreign delegates, we are confident that your visit to this summit has been successful, and as a good friend of Nepal, you will carry with your cherished memories and positive impressions of Nepal back home. We look forward to welcome you to Nepal again, both as a visitor and as an investor. In drawing this summit to a closure, allow me to extend my appreciation to all esteemed participants whose unwavering dedication has been instrumental in success of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024. Your participation and insights have added immense value to our deliberations, underscoring our collective commitment to advancing Nepal's investment landscape, and looking forward for a further support and collaboration in establishing Nepal as a real and emerging destination for global investment community. Dhanyavad, thank you, and namaste.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. In this very essence, besides everything else in black and white, we believe we were largely successful in laying a strong foundation and, of course, in reigniting will. And immense gratitude to each and every one of you in this regard as well. We started with high spirits yesterday morning, expectations as well, and are closing with a sense of deep felt gratitude and enthusiasm as we look forward to further the connects we have made here. Say that, ladies and gentlemen, please join me now in making a humble request to our chief guest, Honorable former Prime Minister Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, for his special remarks.
Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Senior Government Officials, CEO of Investment Board of Nepal, Excellencies, Ambassadors and Heirs of Missions, distinguished delegates, media persons, and ladies and gentlemen. A very, very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank the Government of Nepal, Investment Board of Nepal, and the organizing team for inviting me to this investment summit and giving me the opportunity to grace this concluding session. On behalf of the CPN-UML and my own, I would like to extend my greetings to all of you participating in this investment summit. Particularly, I appreciate the presence of foreign delegates with your high interest in Nepal's quest for development through the promotion of private investment. We are encouraged by your participation and willingness to contribute to Nepal's development process through investment. Transfer of technology and imparting efficient management practices of businesses. Investment summits, occasionally hosted by Nepal, have been a platform to reinforce the solidarity of all political parties and development stakeholders collectively towards growth and development agenda of the country. This summit is one further step in that direction. In 2019, when we hosted the second Nepal Investment Summit under my leadership as the Prime Minister of the country, our broader aim was to enhance private investment, both domestic and foreign, and bridge the capital and technology gaps for achieving the common vision of prosperous Nepal and happy Nepali. I am pleased to observe that the present government has continued this legacy with new theme of emerging Nepal, including that Nepal is emerging as a new investment destination. During the second investment summit, I had mentioned our new journey towards prosperity with a focus on rapid economic growth, sustainable development, and transformation of the society and the economy to modernity. Then Nepal had very impressive economic growth of average 7% and was seen as a shining star in the development landscape. However, like elsewhere in the world, our growth momentum stalled with outburst of COVID-19, and we are still struggling to fully recover from the pandemic. In between, we have also faced adverse external shocks from the ongoing conflicts and wars in the Middle East and Central Asia. However, the country is lately recovering out of the shocks, and with new reform initiatives, we are expecting to catch up the growth momentum very soon. During my tenure as the Prime Minister of Nepal, we had amended some important laws before the investment summit. We had also addressed investors' concerns regarding labor disputes. I thank Right Honourable Prime Minister for recently amending the laws related to investment and easing out of ecosystem for doing business. My party, CPI-UML, firmly stands with the government to implement them effectively in order to create more conducive environment for all who have already invested or are exploring opportunities to invest in Nepal. With a smooth transition from unitary to federal structure of governance, Nepal is now ready to take off its journey to rapid economic development and achieve prosperity in the shortest possible time span. The immediate objective of our journey is to create a strong foundation for high, broad-based, and sustainable growth while engaging our youth bulge of productive ventures, creating jobs and ending absolute poverty. Its realization would only be possible with a strong support from our development partners and private investors. This government has a clear vision, steadfast commitment, and result-oriented action plan to achieve its overarching goal of graduating from LDC status by 2030, achieving sustainable development goals, becoming a middle-income country by 2030, and realizing our aspiration for prosperous Nepal, happy Nepali. I call upon foreign investors to secure the investment opportunities, make profitable investments of finance and technology, connect to global market for export through existing network, and help technology transfer to domestic local entrepreneurs and investors. I believe that the panel and parallel sessions held yesterday and today have not only highlighted provisions in our new policies and investment opportunities, but also provided important feedback for further reform ongoing and going forward. My party, CPI-UML, would like to assure you that the views expressed and suggestions extended by the participants towards further easing business climate will be duly taken care of, and will work with the government officials in order to make Nepal a promising investment destination. I firmly believe that our showcased projects will definitely pay your attention to invest in Nepal, as they are highly competitive and feasible, and most of which are at the ready-to-go stage. I sincerely encourage you to spend a few more days after this event to visit our countryside, enjoy natural beauties, discuss with our vibrant and dynamic private sector, feel warm hospitality of our honest citizens, and finally realize the prospect of investment opportunity in Nepal, as we know that seeing is believing. I am confident that the key objectives of the summit to project Nepal as a promising land of opportunities for investors has been achieved with the grand success of this Investment Summit 2024. I am confident that this summit has been extremely useful to share innovative ideas and views, explore investment potentials and opportunities in Nepal, develop investors' network, and finally, attract more investment in Nepal. In closing, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all dignitaries to taking part in the summit. I am confident that you have made very beautiful, fruitful exchanges of ideas and perspectives on global, regional, and national issues during these two important days. I sincerely hope that this event will mark the important milestone in the development endeavor of Nepal. I would like to extend my best wishes to all of you and thank you very much. Namaste.
And on behalf of us all, we extend our deepest gratitude to the Honorable former Prime Minister. And in the capacity of the session chair, may I request the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister to kindly present this token of appreciation to our chief guest. This is an appreciation for the great gesture and the leadership that you have bestowed. Thank you to our high dignitaries. And as we come to the very, very closing moments, ladies and gentlemen, as the chair of this closing session and on behalf or representing the Nepal government, may I request the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister, Mr. Narayan Kaji Shrestha, to kindly make his address and also announce the close of the Nepal Investment Summit 2024.
Honorable Mr. K.P. Sharma Oli, Chief Guest and former Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, distinguished delegates, members of business houses, distinguished participants, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I feel honored to be amongst you this evening in the concluding session of the third Nepal Investment Summit 2024. We began this summit with prominent views of distinguished dignitaries and speakers, including through the video messages from our friends. We highly value their perspectives and commitments to further strengthening development partnership with Nepal. The presence and commitments from our senior leaders and prominent figures speak volumes about this seminar. In the opening ceremony yesterday, the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Nepal highlighted the policy incentives we have offered to foreign investors. He also encouraged friendly countries to consider concluding BIA with Nepal to promote investments. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, during these 2 days, we listened to different views and perspectives from policymakers, entrepreneurs, think tank organizations, as well as experts and professionals in different plenaries and panel sessions. We listened to first-hand narration of success stories. We tried our level best to provide an overview of the progressive investment-friendly environment in Nepal. Moreover, we have conducted B2B and B2Z meetings, including with the Right Honorable Prime Minister. Various MOUs and agreements have been signed between business houses and organizations. Likewise, we have showcased different projects and offer and have dwelt upon investment potential and opportunities available in various sectors of the economy. On top of them, we have witnessed the highest political assurances from the government as well as the leaders of the opposition party for facilitating investments in Nepal. CEO of IBN, Mr. Sushil Bhatta, a while ago has well captured the range of activities and engagements in this summit. All these testimonies zoom in towards the distinct direction of Nepal, giving clear message of becoming an attractive investment destination. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, following the settlement of much of our political aspirations in recent years, we are gearing up towards the trajectory of high economic growth to realize the long-cherished aspirations of Nepalese for progress and prosperity. Hence, economic development and prosperity are the main historical tasks of the country to which the government is fully committed to. Economic growth will also be crucial as Nepal is graduating from an LDC status in 2026, is pursuing the goal of achieving a middle-income country status by 2030, and is striving to achieve internationally committed development goals, including the SDGs. While we aim for attracting higher investment, we are aware that such an investment should be mutually beneficial to the investors and partners as well. Hence, we are working with the goals of offering a dynamic investment landscape to our investors while ensuring optimum protection and security of investments, returns, and repatriation, along with efficient and effective facilitation for the entire business cycle. Yesterday, the government issued an ordinance amending 8 different laws and legislations moving ahead in this direction. Similarly, only 2 weeks ago, the government approved the Model Framework Bilateral Investment Agreement BIA to open the way for bilateral investment agreements with interested countries. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we presume that our abundant natural resources, our young and dynamic workforce, growing consumer market at home, our access to largest economies and the populations in the neighborhood, and our commitment to transforming Nepal into an investment hub are our strengths. I believe that this third episode of Nepal Investment Summit has been a platform to showcase Nepal as an emerging destination for global investors. This summit stands as a testament to the government's unwavering commitment to transforming Nepal into a premier investment destination. I thank Mr. Sushil Bhatta, CEO of IBN, and his team, as well as all government and private organizations that contributed to the successful hosting of such a mega event with over 2,000 participants from over 50 countries. I am also thankful to all the ministers, distinguished dignitaries, high-level government officials, senior executives of business houses, both from abroad and home, as well as friends from the media for your impassioned participation, encouraging engagements and enriching meetings in various forms and formats during this summit. I hope all visiting dignitaries and delegations have had a pleasant stay in Kathmandu so far, and I wish a more pleasant stay until you depart from Kathmandu. We wish to welcome you again in future, not only for furthering our engagements and business, but also to reinforce the bond of friendship and cordiality created on this occasion. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we are highly encouraged to witness your support and participation in the summit, making investment commitments, exploring investment potentials in Nepal, and taking this opportunity as a gateway for exploring business potentials. I will conclude by reiterating the commitment of the government of Nepal to facilitate each and every investment prospects and potentials. We are confident that our good friends and partners, represented by you here, will support ahead in our endeavors to boost up investment in Nepal, further widening and deepening our collaborations for our mutual benefits. Finally, I declare the end of Nepal Investment Summit 2024. Thank you.
May I now invite the Honorable Ministers, the Chief Secretary of the Government of Nepal, along with the organizing committee members, as well as the Secretariat of the IBN, including consultants and government officials, for a quick photo opportunity up on stage, please. Also the heads and representatives of the private sector associations as well. To all the members in the audience, now that the Nepal Investment Summit 2024 has officially come to a close, thank you so much one more time for your great enthusiasm and the great spirits that you bring in. We wish for your very, very enjoyable stay here in Kathmandu. Before you leave, if you could kindly check if you have deposited the earpieces back at the station, we would really appreciate that. And we look forward to seeing you more frequently here in Kathmandu, even before the next edition of the Nepal Investment Summit edition of the NIS. Thank you so, so much. And that's all from the stage. Thank you.